he just publicly called me out and saying, "Hey Neb, do you want to work for the channel?"
But let's move into like a big topic, and it's one that I mentioned in tweet. So whenever I mention it in tweet, I count it as like a big thing. And we mentioned it a tad bit on the podcast already. All things MCC. So
yes.
How long so firstly, how long has All Things MCC been around? And secondly, how long have you been working with it for?
I mean, I think it must have been since MCC like 7, I think, around that time. I don't know how long ago that is, but I've been part of the channel for over a year. So I've been through the intricacies of the channel, like the ups and the downs. So
how did that come to be? How did you get working? Like I don't want to say force. I'm gonna say
no,
with.
I know what you mean.
I'm gonna say with. How did you get working with All Things MCC? How did that come to be?
It initially kind of started out because I just used to be kind of on the Reddit here and there, and then I just stumbled upon Callum. I was like, wait, this guy actually has like a lot of potential. So I'm like, I literally hit him up on Twitter, sent him like a doc to help him out, like strategize, gave him strategies for like all of the games, like Build Mart, survival games, Sky Battle, so on and so forth. And then randomly in one stream, he just publicly called me out and saying, "Hey Neb, do you want to work for the channel?" Just out of the blue, not even a DM. Just called it out on stream for everyone to hear. I was like, "Yeah, I'm down. Yeah, let's do it." It still shocks me to this day. That's kind of how our main interaction happened, because it's just so out of the blue.
Yeah. How did so I had this because obviously I keep saying obviously it's become a really bad habit at me going obviously I need to stop it. With like CPK, I knew of them, but I never really got into their content until about 2-3 months ago, and I've just been watching them quite a lot. So and from what I know, when they stream Minecraft, they average like 200-300 viewers. So how many viewers? I don't know. Once again, I'm not going to talk too much about CPK. This is still related to you with it. So how many like viewers was this when they were fresh to MCC, or were they kind of already known at the time, if you know what I'm saying?
Like they're kind of known. I think he had around 1,000 current or average.
No,
like around that number. Yeah, no, it was nuts. It was crazy.
And they called you out specifically in front of 1,000 people.
There's something like that. Yeah, I might be getting the numbers wrong as well.
I mean, even the stream is
the stream
in quotation marks.
Yeah, like the VOD is like still up. If you look deep enough, you can probably find it. It was during some SMP. It wasn't New Life. It was like the SMP he joined before.
Was he ever in Dream SMP?
Near the start. Oh no, before Dream SMP. This was way before Dream SMP.
Oh, this dates far back then. I forget how long MCC's been around for. It's been around for like 3 years now, isn't it?
Oh, it was a long time. Yeah, time's flying.
Jeez, okay.
Like we're talking like I think near the peak of MCC. So like, is it late 10s, early 20s?
About that, yeah. It started getting a bit like of traction, didn't it? Around about 10.
Yeah, 11, it was around that time period.
And you hit him up on Twitter, and he saw it, even though he was like averaging like, because he must have get like a lot of Twitter DMs as well and stuff. So it's like,
yeah.
So yours
I remember. Okay, yeah, this was during All Stars. Do you know MCC All Stars?
That was before Rising, wasn't it?
Was it before Rising? I don't think it was. No, it was after. It was after Rising.
Wait, so this is still fairly recent then, because Rising was 2 years ago. Rising was 2 years ago in November or in August or something like that. So it's like I still want to count this as fairly recent because it's 2 years.
Yeah,
I think All Stars was after. You're right. All Stars
event might have been the non-canon event after Rising. It was All Stars.
Yeah, so it must. Yeah, I think you're right about All Stars. Yeah. Okay, so let's just say it's All Stars.
Yeah, it was. That's what I wrote the doc on. It was like his performance during like All Stars. So yeah, then I hit up his DMs, and then like on stream, like going through the doc, like watching his own VOD and like studying the doc as well.
And at this time, he already owned All Things MCC.
Yeah.
And then you got invited on board. Jeez. So
yeah, it was nuts.
How did you become? So when you got invited, did you start off as an editor, or did you instantly join as a co-host?
No, I initially started to collect clips for Owen and Annie, who were the prominent editors at the channel for that, like at the time.
Yeah.
And then I kind of like pushed myself. No, I don't want to say like I forcibly pushed myself into the position I am. But I like volunteered when, for example, like Owen or Annie were not available. I was like, okay, I can give it a try. I'll edit this video and see how it turns out. And then yeah, Callum ended up liking it. So then I got integrated into 3 editing like members. So it was like now me, Owen, and Annie. And then we just kind of rotate between the 3 of us, like what we would do, like collecting clips and like doing script work and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, then afterwards, like around the time period when Annie and Owen had left, so now it's just me and Callum. So I was kind of also forced into doing the co-hosting part of the channel, so like doing the voiceovers and all of that stuff.
What you said when this is when they left, you said. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I did voiceovers when they were part of the team, but like I didn't have like any major role in that sense.
Yeah, because they were there essentially longer, kind of thing.
Yeah, because they've been there for longer than I have, so like that's also understandable.
Yeah, and then you became a co-host from that, and then so because I only really I don't really watch the team predictions and stuff like that. It's never really been my thing to watch that kind of stuff. Maybe one day I'll watch a video,
Okay.
but I normally watch like the highlights and stuff. So what videos where your voice is in it are you featured in? Because I know you can't be featured in the team announcement ones because CPK knows beforehand and you're not allowed to find out. So what ones are you? What like videos have you been featured in? Then like
I actually did a team announcement myself when Callum wasn't around.
They
He
left
had to
you?
go to the Philippines. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I got the teams early, like just the day before, and I did the recording that morning, set up the thumbnail and everything, and then yeah, I got the video ready to go.
Oh, fair play. Okay, what other videos then has your voice been in?
It's all of them, all of the recent ones I'll be in, except for the team predictions that only Callum does.
Yeah. Oh, because I think I heard you in one of the top 10.
Yeah, like I do,
Properly, yeah.
like I'll be in most of the top plays pretty much.